Hi everybody, I'm Rosie. Some people call me a jack of all trades, but we're going to focus on the master stylist part, okay? This is a message that God gave me, and He gives me revelations all the time, and then I share them with people. So let me share this with y'all real quick. So let's imagine that, okay, you're my client, you're sitting down, I'm doing your hair. I stand on the side of you. I'm on this side the whole time, parting your hair in the middle so we can do 2 braids. Now, if I stand on this side the whole time and part your hair in the middle, when I go behind you to start braiding, we're going to notice that the right side of your hair has more than the left side, because what looked like the middle on the left side of your head was really not the middle. It was actually the left side. So when we go to braid, we stand in the middle, we can actually see that I actually parted more on the right, okay? But if I stand in front of you and part, straight in front of you, directly in front of you, and part. When I go to the back of you, I can fix the part a little bit, and then I'll notice that, hey, it's right in the middle. Now, why did I say all that? Because God gave me this revelation while I was editing some content from some braids I did yesterday. A lot of the times we're standing on the side when we're trying to get to know God, when we're trying to understand the way that God wants us to live, the way that God wants us to be holy, the way that God wants us to be pure. We're standing on the side. And let me explain what I mean by that. People use the excuse all the time. I don't know why we can't drink. Jesus turned water into wine, but did Jesus drink that wine though? Was the wine fermented? Fermented is when it actually becomes alcohol. It wasn't fermented. Just because it's called wine doesn't mean that it was actually wine. It was basically grape juice. But that don't even really matter though, because there are multiple different scriptures in the Bible where Jesus is telling us, do not get drunk. He says don't get drunk, because when you're drunk, your mind is skewed. And when your mind is skewed, you can't see things from the aspect that God wants you to see them, and the devil can attack you. You're opening yourself up for the enemy to attack you. So if we just want to stand on the side and just pay attention to, okay, God says we just have to believe in Him, we just have to believe in Jesus, then we'll be saved. No, you're not looking at the full picture. The full picture is believing in God is just the first step. Believing is just the first step. Now you got to follow. And how do you follow Him? By actually living the way Jesus lived. Is anyone perfect? No, none of us are perfect. But we are supposed to strive for perfection for the rest of our lives. Because while we're striving for perfection, the people who are still stuck in the darkness, who either don't believe in Jesus or who don't know if they believe 100% that He actually can save them, they're going to see our light and they're going to actually reach out for God. And that's our whole goal in life. Our whole goal is to bring more people to Christ. There are so many lukewarm Christians. There are so many people that are following the wide path that leads to destruction, that leads to hell. If you're a true Christian, a true follower of Christ, you're supposed to follow the narrow path. You're supposed to set yourself apart.